everyone. So today we're gonna talk about the Clostridium botulism, okay, which comes under the Clostridia family. Yesterday we talked about the Clostridium tetani, okay. So we're gonna see these features also, okay. So in the botulism there is a kind of flaccid paralysis, okay. Why so? Because there is no inhibition because of that botulism toxin, okay. Because of that, see, there is no effect on the sensory cells, but they are effect on the motor neurons. No effect on the sensory neurons, but they are effect on the motor neuron, okay. So in the botulism, Clostridium botulism, there is one toxin, that is botulism toxin, and that will inhibit this motor neuron, okay. And this motor neuron is responsible for actions, okay. It will supply to the muscles. So what will happen if this motor neuron is getting blocked? Then what will happen? There will be no stimuli, right? So that will lead to flaccid paralysis, okay. So that what it is, okay. So now let's just discuss about it. So the Clostridium botulism over here, okay, let's see, 1 minute. Yeah, let's see like this. So the Clostridium botulism, it produce a heat labile toxin. So okay, this one, I mean this Clostridium botulism toxin is actually a heat labile toxin. What does it mean? See, heat labile means that even if the patient is ingesting it, taking it in, okay, eating it, even after that, what is happening, that our acid can't, like, how to say, can't break it, or we can say that can't finish it, okay, can't kill it, right? So we can say that Clostridium botulism toxin, that is actually the heat labile toxin, okay. Now this toxin, what it's do, that it's damage this snare protein. Remember in Clostridium tetani also there is a damage to the, like, one thing, that is what, this damage here directly to this neuron over here, right? And what is happening then, the Renso cells, or we can say inhibitory neurons from are coming out of it, or just what is happening, it's blocking that, okay, in the tetanus, right? But here what is happening, it is affecting this snare protein, which we have studied in our yesterday's lecture, that Clostridia, what exactly it's, so that it cleaves this snare protein, right? So that's what it is, right? So what is happening now? So when this toxin, it's what it's do, see, when it do that, means when it damages this snare protein, it will automatically prevent the acetylcholine release over here, okay. It will automatically get prevented. And when it will happen, where it will happen, at the neuromuscular junction, okay. See the pen, neuromuscular junction, nerve and muscles junction, okay. So it causing the botulism. So in babies, often we see that the grandmothers, they give to the baby, like what, they give to the baby honey. Now remember that this botulism is actually the spores, like kind of like spores, they have spores, okay. So even if there is ingestion of spores, right, for example by the honey, in the honey this kind of Clostridium botulism is often present, right? So what is happening, when the baby is ingested it, okay, grandma just feed the baby for, like, for in different cultures happen, right? So that will lead to the disease. Then there will be the floppy baby syndrome. Now in adult also it can happen, see, but in adult it happens by the ingestion of the pre-formed toxin, and means the toxin which is pre-formed in somewhere, where it is in the canned food. So in the adult also it can happen. Now what are the symptoms? Basically, see, the symptoms we can remember by the 5 Ds, okay. So what are these 5 Ds? Actually these are diplopia, that is, double vision, something related like that, double vision we can say. And dysarthria, that is means, again, this means something is not in it normal functioning, something is disbalancing or something is disturbing. So dysarthria is related to the joint, right? And then dysphagia, it's what, it is related to our engulfing of the food. So dysphagia means inability to engulf the food properly, or maybe there is some kind of problem, some kind of pain is happening, or some kind of discomfort is happening while engulfing the food, same, okay. And dysarthria is the same meaning, but it for joint, okay. There is dysfunction of the joint, okay. Now there is dyspnea, shortness of breath, and descending flaccid paralysis. Remember, they often say that in often exams this comes this descending flaccid paralysis, okay, not ascending, it's descending, right? And it does not present with the sensory defect, which is quite obvious. We told that it doesn't affect the sensory neurons, affect that. So let's just wrap up it, okay? What have we learned? Only 3 lines we have to understood over here. These 5D we have to understood. This floppy baby syndrome in the baby is happening because of the honey, and the adult because of the canned food. And one more thing is that there is botulism toxin, which is heat stable and which contain the spores, right? These things we have to remember. Now we can say, remember, by the botulism is from bad bottles of food, means canned food, or you can say juice or honey, right? So bad bottle, so that is the mnemonic. Now for the treatment, we will just give immunoglobulin against the toxin. We can say human botulism immunoglobulin or local botulinum toxin A, which comes by the name of Botox injection. We can give that, okay? So basically, why we are giving this Botox injection? We are giving it to treat the focal dystonia, okay? So wherever there is such kind of thing, where we can give it, this Botox injection we can give for this condition also, but we can give for the focal dystonia also, hyperhidrosis also, or if there is any muscle spasm in any part of our body, or if we can give it for the reduction of wrinkles also, okay? So for cosmetology also it's very important. So that was about the Clostridium botulism. In the next video we're going to talk about the third variety of the Clostridium, that is the Clostridium perfringens, which cause the gas gangrene, okay? And that gas gangrene is basically kind of like from hematogenous seedling and all, okay? So that is about it, right? So we will discuss it. So that's it. Thank you.